Hi, today we're going to talk about the secret of success. Now, the secret of success is not that complicated. In fact, there's really only three attributes you have to demonstrate to get someone to work with you. The first one is you must be someone they can trust. Now, a lot of times in real estate, we're working on referrals, someone that has been referred to us, and the assumption is that they already trust us. Do what you say. And most of us think we do that on a regular basis. But it's very easy to break this trust. In fact, there's a common habit in real estate, maybe one you're not even aware you do on a regular basis, but you can immediately break trust. In fact, if you set an appointment to meet with someone at 6 o'clock and you call them a few minutes before 6 saying you're running late and you end up showing up at 6:10 or 6:15, you've proven to them that you're someone they can't trust. You've already broken trust. So how do you avoid that? Well, the only reasonable way to do it is to make sure you leave in a timely fashion so you can arrive at your appointment 15 minutes early. That way you'll never be late. So what do you do if you show up 15 minutes early? My suggestion would be park around the corner, take that opportunity to write them a personal note saying how excited you are about working with them, getting their home sold in today's market. Now, this is a good opportunity for you to show your enthusiasm and have positive energy. You should always be very confident in that note. This is not a good time to use words like maybe or I wish or I hope. So be affirmative in that statement and leave that letter or that note to them in their mailbox. So after the end of the appointment, they'll get it right away. All right, now telling. We don't do a lot of asking. We tell them things. We tell them things, all the important things they need to know about us selling their home. And it's really not about them. It's really about what we do. And instead of doing a listing presentation, I'm going to suggest to you that you do a listening presentation. What's the second thing we have to demonstrate? Well, the next thing you have to demonstrate is you have to show them that you care about them. And that's a very important thing. Zig Ziglar once said that people don't care what you know until they know that you care. So how do you demonstrate care? Well, the important thing to remember is that the only way to do that is by asking questions about the person. You need to get deeper. You need to find out what they're concerned about. Now, often on a listing presentation, a lot of us go in and we do a lot of telling. We don't do a lot of asking. We tell them things. We tell them things, all the important things they need to know about us selling their home. And it's really not about them. It's really about what we do. And instead of doing a listing presentation, I'm going to suggest to you that you do a listening presentation. You need to ask more questions and you have to do less telling, because it's really more important to find out what their concerns are and to address those. You'll never learn anything in life by speaking. The only time you learn is by hearing. So if you want to learn what's important to your clients, you want to learn what you need to know to get them to work with you, you have to ask questions. And when you ask questions, to avoid making a misstep here, you need to be very careful and make sure that you ask and listen to understand. Typically in a conversation, most people listen for their opportunity to speak. Instead, you need to pause, maybe ask a qualifying question, repeat their answer, and dig a little deeper. Show them that you're listening to understand, not for your turn to speak. Now, the last one is simply, the third thing you have to demonstrate is that you're good at what you do. Now, good at what you do doesn't equal experience. A lot of us assume that if we've been doing it for a long time, people will naturally assume that we're good at what we do. The easiest way to demonstrate that you're good at what you do is to be well prepared with information. Information trumps experience every time. So if you're well prepared for your appointment, you know what you're talking about, you know what other people that they may be meeting with are also going to talk to them about, and you're well versed and you can answer their questions, you'll get those people to work with you. So don't make the mistake of being poorly prepared because you're experienced and they know how good you are. You need to still demonstrate it each and every time. And it's not how long you've been doing it, but how well you do it. So remember the 3 simple steps. Be someone they can trust, care about them, and be good at what you do. And that's it for today. Thanks. Thanks for listening.